Are you frustrated by your Forex trading results? One day you're making some, then you're giving it all back the next. Forex is a very hard business and it's very hard to be consistent. So especially if you're new to trading, you might be confused what currency pairs to pick. How do you know what ones to go into? There's so many to choose from. But in this video, I think I might just have the answer for you. So let's find out what it is. Now, I'm really surprised that not more people use this solely just to trade FX. Once you've seen it, you'll understand what I mean. It makes things a lot simpler. It takes away a lot of that noise, a lot of that thought process, just to focus you in on really the key markets, currency pairs that you need to focus in on. And those currency pairs, that there are so many, and if we go back to basic principles of FX trading, you'll know that the US dollar is still, and for the foreseeable future will be, the biggest, most influential mover of currency markets out there. So we need to factor that into our analysis. Those who watch economic release news, you know, the US dollar is the one that really does shift things about. So often you're looking at currency pairs versus the US dollar. Now, a clever head has went away and thought about this and actually put a basket of currencies versus the US dollar together and cemented that into one contract. It's a futures contract, so all you have to then focus in on is this one market to trade, and that's the solution that we're looking at in this video. It's called the dollar index. Its ticker is DXY and it's provided by the ICE exchange. It's, you know, it's been out there for a long while, but not many people really realize that it's there and available for all of us. You know, if you're trading futures, options, CFD, spread bets, you know, it is easily accessible to all. So I'm going to show you, you know, what makes up the dollar index and show you just really how simple it is. It's no thinking about, you know, currency pairs. We're focusing in on US dollar strength. That's what we're looking at. That is the key to keeping it simple in Forex markets at the moment. I'm going to show you a few strategy setups in technical analysis and basically give you an understanding of what the dollar index is, where you can trade it, so you can put that into your Forex trading. And like I said, if you're struggling or, you know, inconsistent results or just don't really know where to start in the Forex world, I think this is a great place to start. It really is a great tool for you to use. So with that, let's dig into the background to this dollar index. Remember, I said the dollar index is provided by the ICE exchange. We're on their website now. The address is www.theice.com. You want to find out really the ins and outs, the nuts and bolts about this product, then you just go to solutions, product guide, and we can type in that ticker DX. There it is. That's what we want. We can see it's got futures and options, which also creates a whole host of new strategies for us. And we simply just click on there and we've got all that background detail that we need to know, you know, really how it all works, times it trades, volume, liquidity, you know, settlement, all that sort of stuff. Now, how is this basket of currencies put together against the US dollar? Now here's a breakdown of the makeup of that futures contract. As you can see, 57.6% is euro weighted. Then we've got the Japanese yen, British pound, Canadian dollar, similar sort of sizes, then the Swedish krona and the Swiss franc. I can tell you that basket makes up the majority of the FX trading world. There are lots of different pairs, but they are the big players. So This is almost like trading US dollar, euro, but then it's watered down with the yen, pound, dollar, krona and franc. Why is that important? Well, it's all about correlations, and if you've been trading FX for a bit, you'll see that sometimes, quite often, they move heavily together against the US dollar. So why trade them separately when you can just do so in one place? Let's have a quick look at how correlated they are. So it's the yellow line in the table that we are concentrating on, the USDX column. Now just have a look at the non-dollar currencies. Those negative correlation numbers are pretty close together. That's a strong correlation amongst that basket. So essentially, when you're trading FX, apart from the smaller trading cycles that are involved, there's a very strong correlation effect in there. So we've whittled down all those currency pairs to trade to just this one basket, and that is the beauty of the dollar index. It's going to keep it all very simple and in one place, and like I said, we can structure it using futures, options, CFDs and spread bets. So it really is a brilliant simple tool. Now let's just go through a few ways of you could potentially use this tool in your trading, or as a sort of supporting tool to help you in other markets. So as a supporting tool, you can use the dollar index as a filter to certain markets. One such example is gold. Now gold and the dollar have an inverse relationship. When the dollar is down, often gold will go up. And as you can see here on my chart, this is my Renko setup for gold, and at the bottom there is the US dollar currency index, and you can see when it goes red, it's telling me that the dollar is weak. So then I'm looking for bullish opportunities in the gold setup. So it's a really simple filter, but we can also trade the dollar index on its own. And in this example, I've got the dollar index turned into Renko for the actual execution of the trade. I've got some different block sizes in both of these to give me different ways in with different indicator tools. But notice these four separate indicators here. Now this is the strength gauge for me of the dollar index over different periods, and you can actually match these periods to, say, a candlestick chart or a Heikin-Ashi chart, whatever, to build strategies in here, so you actually know what the strength of the dollar is. So that's also another use of it, just as an indicator of how strong the US dollar is, because it impacts so many markets. And when you're coming to look for currency pairs to trade, maybe you don't want to just trade the dollar index, but you could use this as a barometer for that actual strength of the dollar, to give you an idea of what the best currency pairs to go in when you're linking it into the dollar. But here we got the weekly, daily, 12-hour and 3-hour, and as you can see, the different strengths in the different time frames. At the moment, longer term, it's looking weak. Then we've gone to green to show us a bit more strength in the shorter term, and as we move further and further in, it's looking more and more strong. So you can have strategies around all these different time frames, but I use this as a sort of a rolling curve of strength, and then apply it to the signals that then are produced outside on these two Renko charts to then help me decide whether that's the right trade to go in. So if I'm seeing it all green and bullish, then I'm looking for bullish trades on these two Renko charts, and vice versa. And here's the dollar index in Heikin-Ashi form over weekly periods going back 12-13 years, and I've got to say it's very good for technical analysis application and tools, this index. I've just stuck on the Fibonacci's here, and you can see it does like to use and respect them as well because of the nature of the index. It is a really good, like I say, tool that if you want to simplify your forex trading, then it's certainly worth you considering further, and it can be used across all charts types and time frames. It's got the liquidity, the movement to get in and out of quickly and efficiently. So like I said, I use it all the time. It's a great market instrument to be using. So the dollar index, if you're frustrated, like I said at the start of the video, with your trading results around Forex, you just want some consistency in there. You want to simplify things, and some of the best trading is the simplest. Then the dollar index could be worth serious consideration into your trading arsenal. And remember, you can trade its futures, options, CFDs, spread bets. It is available to all of us. It's out there waiting for you to get involved, and I thoroughly recommend you looking into it. Now, if you want to learn more about the Renko charts that you saw, and for that matter, how I put them together with the dollar index and come up with strategies and ideas, I've got a great playlist. It's called the Ultimate Trading Course. If you work your way from the top to the bottom, you're going to learn all the stuff that I talk about, and hopefully put that into your trading and make it a profitable endeavor. So with that, thanks for watching. Good luck with the trading, and that playlist is coming up right now for you.